Oh, yep, it's... I believe I'm now live. Am I live? Sorry, I just want to check. I don't want to talk to myself for like 3 hours and then realise that I'm not live, because that would just make me want to be sick. Yep, there we go. Monsters Inc. Scare Island 2. All set up. So, I was going to do, some Game of Thrones with Loz today, and some Tekken, but I think he's hungover or something, which is fine. It's not a complaint. But I've got this to play. I've got the last hour of it to finish. So, yeah, I have actually quite a bit to talk about with this game. I'll get into like 2 or 3 minutes of playing it before. The first thing was about Waternoose, actually. I said that Waternoose was voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, which was a guess. It's actually by another guy whose name escapes me right now. But he was the voice of the character just in this game. And he died like less than a year after. I think he died before even I played this. So, yeah, I think that says quite a lot about... Died like less than a year. Sorry, I can't see the comments otherwise. He died like a year after this came out. Like, not even a year after it came out, like, less than a year after it came out. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm the monster!
And he does a really good impression of Waternoose as well. It's kind of... Sorry. I got to... yeah, he does a really good Waternoose as well, so... It's kind of sad that, like, this was one of his last roles, but at least he managed to... like, touch one more generation before he died, which is, you know, I guess one positive you get out of this. Look how sparkly this snow is. So, for the sake of the length, I am going to try a few golds and see how far it gets me. Snowman. Ha! Dead. Don't know why the snowman had cogs inside it, but whatever. So, yeah, Waternoose's actor is not his original actor, and it's not who I thought it was. And I think he was in some old, like, Western films, looking from his IMDb. So that would kind of make some sense as to why he died soon after, because he was quite old. Mike and Sully were voiced by, not their original actors, by a bunch of guys who impersonate them in all of the games. Well, impersonate the original actors' portrayal of Mike and Sully in all of the Monsters Inc. games. Oh. That looks really shallow. I'm not crazy for thinking that looks shallow. Like, the water's really... Okay, so yeah, that was a thing. The one thing I did realise, though, is that this game does have a number of the actors from Monsters Inc. reprise their roles. Randall's voice actor is Steve Buscemi, as he is in the movies, which I'm amazed that they were able to get Steve Buscemi in this. Roz's voice actor is that Bob... Is his name Bob Peterson? He voices Mr. Ray and somebody else. And he's, like, really into... Oh, God. Okay. He's really into his Disney, Pixar movies. Like, he's really passionate about them. So I think they could have got him quite easily. I think he would have done this for a song. Because he is really passionate. So... the Nerves as well were amazingly voiced by 2 child actors. And I think this was the last credit for one of them. And it could have been for both, but... yeah, I'm not really sure exactly. But one of them was in Emperor's New Groove and a few other things. As a child character in that, so she was quite prominent in Disney films at the time. Kind of reminds me of Lilo's voice actor. Is it me, or does that rock look like it's got a face of some sort? Creepy as fuck. There we go, dead. So yeah, the voice actors in this are quite... Holy shit. These snowmen are evil, I swear. But yeah, I was surprised at how, like, prominent the voice actors were in this. Oh, okay, so I've got to put the firewood on that. I'm cutting her down for firewood. Oh. No! No! That actually works. Well, I want to get inside the cabin, but I also want to murder this child, so I'm going to do that first.
Alright! Yeah!
The levels are actually quite small in this, but they're also... like, there's quite a lot you can do in them. Another mystery that I solved last night by looking up on the internet was... I said yesterday that there are a lot of images on the back cover of this game that aren't representative of the game. The graphics are different, and it's like a cutscene that doesn't happen in the game. Turns out the reason for that is that when they reprinted this thing in 2004 to coincide with the PEGI rating system, they actually, some sort of goof, updated it with the US Monsters Inc. game, which was just called Monsters Inc. And it came out a year before this one, I think. Maybe around the same time. But they never released it in Europe. And what I find kind of interesting about it is that the game was never over here, but it was used to promote Monsters Inc. Scare Island on the back of the box. Probably by accident, to be fair. I think they probably just thought they were the same game. They aren't the same game. America actually got this and the original Monsters Inc. game, which is kind of, you know, sucky that they get all this special preferential treatment, but, well, a lot of countries did that at the time. Rayman was another one. Rayman M, which was Rayman Multiplayer, came out in America, and apparently they changed the name of it in America because M might sound like it was M for mature, which is a bit of a stretch, but okay. And but yeah, the thing that they did with Rayman Arena was they changed quite a bit of how the game looked and worked. They added some characters to it who weren't in the original, which is... Sorry, I'm going to mute my phone. Oh, Lars didn't try and get in touch with me. Because I can't answer anything. But yeah, it's kind of weird to me how Rayman M was... you know, made different. You'd think it'd be more economical to just make the games the same, but for some reason they didn't. They made them slightly different and gave them slightly different characters and things. I don't know why. Thankfully, we don't get things like that anymore. We just get... oh, shit. We don't really get things like this anymore. I fucking love cable cars, man. I know this is technically not a cable car. It's a ski lift. But let's face it, it's basically a cable car. And I love cable cars. But yeah, we don't really get that issue anymore where US releases are completely different from European ones. Which I'm kind of glad of, to be honest. Because it's a bitch to play games like this now in England, because you've got this and Monsters Inc. 2001 on PS2 on American systems, and in order to play that game I'd have to import a PS2 from fucking America along with the game. Sorry, I'm not with it today, I'm a bit... I woke up pretty early today, and then I've only just started getting into things. And I got energy, but at the same time I don't. Oh, shit. Woohoo! Woohoo! So this is a mini-game, which I forgot even happens, but it does. Woohoo! Woohoo! No. I have to say, like Stuart Little 2, this is a really good game for young kids. Like, it's got some level of challenge to it, but it's not like too hard or even too easy, I'd say. It's not like that bad in terms of difficulty. I mean, it's not fucking Dark Souls or anything, but it's it's alright for my first platformer. Quite like it. As a kid I didn't like it. I felt like it was over too quickly, and once I'd finished with it I had no real reason to go back to it, and I was a bit too young to even want to 100% the game. It felt like a lot more work than it actually is, because when you're a kid, time is just... it's like flash time. Everything feels like it's going at a much slower pace than it actually is. And then when you grow up it goes way too fast. That's one of the obstacles in my job, really. Working with kids. Remembering that to a kid an hour is like a fucking eternity. I mean, I've done really horrible shit for an hour, and an hour's when I start to get bored. A kid is probably going to get bored long before the hour's up. Like, way long before. I don't know how to get out of this now. I don't know if I've condemned myself to... oh. Okay. These piranha fish are weird. Surprised they haven't frozen to death, considering. Ha! Killed your sandcastle, you little bitch. You know, like, people who do prank videos? I've got a suggestion, right? Go up to someone in the street and do that on the scare meter. Like, you know, like, all those scares? Like, you know, you can do Fortnite dances, so you can probably do them. Do all of them. And just see what somebody's reaction is. And you get, like, points if they actually scream. See, if someone ran up to you in the street and did that, that would be bloody terrifying. Oh, and if they defy physics by hovering in the air, you've got to do that as well. Okay, that's cool. Ah, dick. Oh, I've gotta go back the other way. No. There we go.
Bad for a guy with one eye!
Sugar Shack. Also, I looked up the guy who did the music as another point, and this was his only music credit, before or after. That he did something else, some Spanish thing, but that was like all he did, which is just depressing to me because this music is great. We need more games with music like this, because I think the music in this is amazing. Alright then. The last one now. La Yeehaw, as that guy in Hunchback said. I've actually got my pop filter set up today, but I'm just looking at it now, it doesn't look right. It's like, it's nowhere near the microphone anymore, it must have fallen askew. I realised that it's got a clamp on the table, which, I like the water physics in this, but I'm pretty sure they're the things that cause the frame rate to go fucking haywire sometimes. This one is the iceberg.
Hey, I'm the monster!
You sure are. So yeah, the guy who did the music for this didn't get anything else. He never did anything after this, which sucks because he's really good. If he's out there and he ever sees this, you should make more music for the world, because this is great. I love this soundtrack. Consistently, it's brilliant. Dead. Oh. Hate it when games do that. Really annoys me. When a character dies, but they continue to, like, explode on the spot. What are you doing, weirdo? You what, bitch? Oops. Now there's a red one in here, but I can't really do jack shit with the red one. I can murder the yellow one though. The yellow one's okay. Oh, this is like a palace of red ones. Well, slightly annoying. Die, snowman. There's a quote for you. Put that on a t-shirt. Die, snowman. Belly flop. Dead snowman. Oh, shit. That one still makes me laugh. Oh, you get an extra life when you fill that stupid meter. Miserable shit. Don't laugh at me, you little bitch. Go rip your fucking head off. It'll get me there faster, I guess. Whoa! Shit. You see that for skill. There's the yellow one. Damn! There we go. Big loop. Yeah, camera's fucked.
Alright! Yeah!
Okay then, I've got one more level to do, and then I have finished this bitch.
Booga!
Hot Springs. I think this is one of those games that... Stop rebuilding them, you little shit! They're monsters! I can kill blue ones at least, but there aren't really any blue ones, so... There's a blue one.
Booga, 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 booga!
What was she building? Some sort of fish sculpture. I'm guessing it's the alien from a chest burster from Alien. Okay. So I've had some more ideas as to what I want to stream for this. Some of them are going to be quite funny, others are going to be a case of, oh no. For me, I mean. Dead. Yep. Now I can murder the yellow one.
Ouch!
Pretty sure that's not how water works, but I'm thankful that it is, because otherwise I'd be kind of fucked. Christ, Mike must be bloody freezing. I have Reynolds, so games like Distrust and that other mountain game, they're like my idea of hell, really. Now I've got to do that thing that kids do where they don't die the first time, so they've got to keep chancing it. And I always think they're idiots, but I actually have a reason for repeatedly chancing it. There we go. I'm not bothered about the extra life because I've got like 16 lives and I don't think I'm going to die 16 times on this one level. I might come across as a bit cocky there, but considering it takes 5 deaths to lose a life, and then 16 lives to get a game over, pretty sure that I can't really fail this. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my nose right now. gotta be something I can murder.
Ouch!
Is that Joey's penguin from Friends? Pretty sure it is. Die! Time to kill you, Dr. Frankenstein, bitch. Yeah. Turning into Scary Terry now, calling everyone a bitch, but whatever. Oh, that doesn't actually work. I'm guessing that the reason why he's not so cold is that this is like artificial snow. Like you get at ski slopes.
Not bad for a guy with one eye!
Hell yeah. So, how long did it take me to do all them? Half an hour that one took me. Jesus Christ. Okay. No. So I didn't get content ID'd yesterday, which is good. I was expecting to, but I didn't, which is nice. Oh.
Nice working with.
There we go. That'll get me content ID.
Ah, you've done it again, boys. I'm very proud. You'll now be able to use the fling shots. Good luck.
Looks like we caught the express.
No. Oh, this is Arctic Pursuit. It's all come down to this.
Too easy.
Cheating fuck. Forgot that he cheats because he's a wanker. Gotta get 125 of them, which is most likely going to be a pain in the ass. I wish you could false start as well. I don't see why not. If it's an advantage to be played, then go for it. Because he's a cheating bastard as well. I mean, if you were playing against someone honourable, then yeah, it would be a shit thing to do. But you're playing against a cheat, you might as well cheat yourself and out-cheat him.
Out of my way.
Yeah, he used that. I knew he would, but I thought I've got to get these coins somehow. Oh shit, that'll slow me down. Okay. No, I lost. Fuck.
Still the champ. That is not good. Out of my way.
Okay, I can do this. I believe in Mike.
Out of my way.
No, shut up, Randall, you're a dick. You're a Steve Buscemi dick, that's what you are. They make it so that you have to go the honourable path with this one. Why do I have to collect 125 coins and he doesn't? I don't understand how that's remotely fair. It's like, oh, Usain Bolt, you have to do the sprint, but you also have to solve 6 maths puzzles as well.
Out of my way.
Yep, just scraped it. Fuck yeah!
You won't be so lucky next time.
Randall, I'm done. You take your Steve Buscemi ass and you fuck off. Because I've won. I've won. Steve Buscemi ass. Oh well. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at myself. It's kind of classless, but I wasn't expecting to have such a shit comeback to that.
We are here today to congratulate James P. Sullivan and Michael Wazowski for their on-target completion of level 1 of the Academy.
Yay!
I am honored to present you both with these bronze medals to commemorate your achievement. Congratulations to you both.
Again, like, a lot more effort went into this game than what was asked for, and I really commend it for that. I think I'll do it in reverse now, so for the silvers and golds I'll do it so it's Mike and Sully's roles have been flipped and reversed. So that Sully goes into the Mike areas and Mike goes into the Sully areas, and that way it'll make the footage a bit different. See, I am innovative and clever and stuff. So this is City Park again, and I'm going to try and get the gold and silver, because it only took me like half an hour to do those ice missions, so I might as well. And I can now access the trampoline, so we can go trampolining. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. I did try doing this game like 100% in it when I was a kid, but it was just... I don't know why I need to collect these pots, because I've maxed out on Scream Energy, so... What was that? Oh yeah, I got kind of bored pretty quickly because, again, it would have only took me 2 hours, but 2 hours feels like an eternity when you're little. Randall, you prick. You did it. Oh, shit. Oh man, I was supposed to get those. I got an extra try. Who's he waving at? Why am I collecting these stupid pots? Ah, shit! It'd be nice if it told me how many of those Blue Monsters Inc. tokens are collected.
Who's the monster?
Hell yeah. Gonna save my progress. Got me my first silver level. As I said, like, because of all the unlocks and stuff, it's a lot easier to earn silver and gold medals as you get further into the game. Oh. I'm gonna stealth attack them. Not very well, but I'm going to do it. You! There we go, I got the gold. Yay. So I've done everything here. I'm gonna go back and look for the silvers in, you know, that one with Buzz Lightyear doing the Nazi salute. I'm gonna go there and have a look. City Centre.
Hey, I'm the monster!
Ow, this chair has fallen through. There's like nails sticking in me, which is nice. If you're into that. I'm not. So this is awful. Fuck. Such a shame that there aren't any achievements in this game that I could be spammed with. Oh god, Jason, run, run. I've never been a fan of achievements in games, to be honest. Like, even when I was 13 and they still started to hit the scene, it tended to be like the sort of things that Shadows did. When I was in high school. I mean, if you want to do achievements, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but it's just not for me. I'd rather, like, play 5 games instead of spend, like, 6 hours on one game trying to get all the achievements. And now, on Steam, people are basically making games where you get, like, 1,000 achievements for playing the game, pretty much. And as a result, it's rendered achievements meaningless, because at this point, like, quantity of them, I was going to say number, but quantity of achievements doesn't matter anymore on Steam, because you can buy 5,000 achievements. So at one time, if you had 5,000 achievements, even on games like this, that would have required a lot of time and effort. Now, you can just leave a game running and go back to it 2 hours after and you'll have 5,000 achievements. Which, again, renders them completely meaningless. There was a game on PS4 that advertised itself as the world's easiest platinum achievement. Which is bollocks, because I think they actually cracked down on Telltale Games as well, because Walking Dead Season 1 is currently the easiest game to get a platinum achievement I've ever seen, because I have a platinum on it. And bearing in mind that I don't often get achievements for games because I don't care enough. So, you just get an achievement for completing the game, basically. Which is, insultingly easy. But... So yeah, in later games like Wolf Among Us, they made it so that in order to get the platinum achievement, you had to play through the game several times and do all the decisions. Sometimes you have to collect the collectibles, that kind of shit, so that you can't just get a platinum achievement for playing the game. Which I can respect, because it's like, you know, you don't want it to be a case of beating the game once. And getting the platinum achievement just for beating the game. Achievements should be worked for, really. And I don't even like achievements, but I know that that does undermine them. And I'm not a fan of anything that requires time, effort, skill, and whatever else being completely and utterly undermined by it being just way too easy. I mean, that's not to say that I don't want... A lot of people get really anal if they get the idea of, oh, they're going to add an easy mode to something like Cuphead or Dark Souls, and they get really upset and they're like, no, it shouldn't be accessible to everybody, only hardcore people who spend hours trying to do the same level over and over again. I'm very much against that. I think that's stupid. I think you should really be allowed to play any game on your own terms, and not have somebody dictate whether or not it should be too easy, too hard, whatever. There was an outcry over Star Fox recently. They were like, oh, the game's too easy because they added a baby mode. And it basically was a baby mode. You couldn't take damage, you just flew through the game. And they were saying like, oh, it's really bad that this is a thing because, you know, everyone should be made to suffer through the game and not have fun. And I don't agree with that sentiment, only because in truth I think that there are a lot of reasons why you'd want a game to be that easy. I knew a guy who was in a wheelchair who could barely move. Oh, I got the silver. Yeah, you gotta get the silver to get the gold. He was in a wheelchair, could barely move, but he loved to play Xbox games. And I think a difficulty for someone like him who doesn't have the reflexes to normally play Star Fox is good. I think, you know, there are disabled people who can't play video games on hardcore level, and I think they should be allowed to play the game that you're playing, just as a different way. Who does it hurt, really? I mean, the only way I would say that would be bullshit if it was, like, online, for example, and players couldn't take damage or something online because... Yeah, but that's not happened. It won't happen because there's no loot box yet that allows you to do that. But no, it's not gonna happen because any game that does that is just impossible. You can take easy advantage of it. If it's a single-player game like this, really, the only person that suffers is the person playing it on that difficulty. And if you're playing it on that difficulty for yourself, then, and you know you should be playing it on that difficulty, then why does it matter to anybody else? Why does anybody else care? If you spent like 100 hours slaving to complete Cuphead on the hardest difficulty, it's just... Oh, there's Emma. Hello, Emma. I've just been whittering to myself, in case anybody watches this pre-post. I was saying that the music is bloody amazing in this. But the guy who made it only has like 1 credit to his name. Which is... Oh, there's Jason. Oh, shit. Die, Jason. He gets back up and tries to kill you again the second that he comes back to life, and it's depressingly terrifying, I should say. Depressing. What am I on about? I love the, how come I aren't streaming on Twitch? I don't know. YouTube was just, like, the easiest one to do from the Elgato. I can do it on Twitch as well, but I have my YouTube account signed in and everything. So, it just seemed a bit easier. I think they're the same, aren't they? Like, for all intent and purpose. I think YouTube's only a problem if you want to do it in, like, really high bandwidth. I think Darkside Phil wasn't very happy about that because he wanted to do his crap videos in, like, highest quality, and it just didn't work out for him. I might do future stuff on Twitch, but as well, YouTube subscribers can see it if it's on here, so... I think I did it on Twitch last year, actually, for the PS4. It was pretty, Oh, there's another one. Yeah, you have to run up to these robot children and act like some weird sex offender until they die of a heart attack. So, it's fun. What? Shit. Okay. Let's try that one again. Yeah, Mortal Kombat kept buffering, I think, because I had it on the wrong settings for my connection. This is apparently, like, I did a test on it, and it's apparently on the perfect settings. Can supposedly do better than this, but only by 0.20%. So this is a lot better.
Booga, 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 booga.
Oh, that's kind of like me when I try flexing after going to the gym. I was going to try some PS4 streaming, but Loz couldn't make it. I think he got a disease from that fish that Rod cooked. through the wall now. That's terrifying. Oh, I got the monster up there, I remember now. Lamer. Yes. Yes, I am. Or whatever it was. No, Jason. I'm pretty sure that thing there is straight out of a child's nightmare. Looks like it. They just... Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Have fun getting depressed. In Depression Quest. Actually, it's nothing like Depression Quest because it has gameplay. Depression Quest didn't. I should really replay Depression Quest actually, because it's been years since I played it, and I feel like it'd be a fun one to riff. Except it'd be a boring video because there's no gameplay, there's nothing, it's just shit. You can at least say, like, I know there are a lot of arguments for what constitutes as a game and what doesn't, but Depression Quest is one of the few games I've ever played where I do not think it counts as a game. I think you'd enjoy it, hopefully. Yeah, I hope we can play it together as well, it'd be fun. I've not played, I mean Dragon Quest, not Depression Quest, fuck that. I don't want to flip that on anybody else. But yeah, I'd love to play Dragon Quest. I did try Dragon Quest on PS2, but it's a bit too young for it, I didn't get it, so... I think. I don't remember my exact experience, I was like 10, I think. Oh, Jesus H. Jesus H. Crockett, what the fuck is this? Where's the silver medal? Like, where's the means to get the silver medal? Is it behind there? No. It's not in that box. Yeah, I haven't played Depression Quest in years. And recently there's been that thing about Zoe Quinn.
The monster!
So it might be an opportune time to play it. Because apparently I only do things as an opportunity to get views. Apparently. I actually care a lot more about audience retention and interaction than views. And I don't mean that just from a business perspective, I mean from a creative perspective. It's... I wouldn't do this if I got 10,000 hits per video, but nobody commented or interacted with the video. It'd suck. I mean, it was kind of like that on my old channel. It wasn't quite like that, but it was like, I got quite a few views on each video, but then never got any comments or feedback, and it was just kind of boring and depressing. I'd honestly rather have one person who repeatedly watches things and then gets back to me and is like, oh, I like this because of this, or recurring jokes and stuff, than just depressingly making things for nothing. Like, I'd rather work for free and have people to interact with than get paid and not have anybody. It sounds weird, but... But it is kind of funny though that, like, with Depression Quest, it's... I never thought I'd say this about a game, because I always thought, like, a game is a game if it works on a PC or a PS2 or whatever. If you put it on a games console or a gaming system, it's a game. Depression Quest really made me challenge that for me, and I don't think it's a game. I don't think it constitutes as a game. It might be called a game. It's like The Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe. I don't call that a game either. Yeah, it's on an Atari system, but it's not a game. It's a fucking slideshow. Depression Quest is the same thing. It's an ebook with a bit of music in the background. It's not a game. Even if it's on a gaming platform, it isn't a game. It's just not to me. I guess, bare bones it's a game, because it's on a gaming platform, but it doesn't mean I call it a game.
Hey, I'm the monster!
I actually found, my mind went blank. Shit. Oh yeah, I found some interesting Phoenix games. I don't know if I mentioned this in yesterday's, actually, but I did watch some of yesterday's to check. That's why the audio is different in this one. Because I noticed some issues with the sound. Sorry, I'm really tired. I noticed some issues with the sound, made me want to change some things. But in truth, oh yeah, the Phoenix games. But yeah, I found a game that blew my mind as to how awful Phoenix Games is. And I've been playing their games for like 3 years now, so you'd think I'd seen everything and that nothing could surprise me, but no. It's actually gotten to a point now where I can still be surprised and disgusted by that company's business practices. And I think that, really, if the internet was what it is today, they would have been crucified long before they went out of business. I mean, it was a failed business model to begin with, but my god, the shit that they put out on a CD or a DVD, I don't know, they only ever made stuff on CD, and the stuff they put out on CD was repugnant, and I don't think anyone could ever fathom the logic behind them. And their stupid shit games. They're like the Digital Homicide of their era. For those of you who know Digital Homicide, I say that because, you know, in certain circles, Digital Homicide are quite a well-known name. In others, they're not. Depends on who you are and how sheltered a life you live from shit games. But it's because of companies like Digital Homicide that playing shit games, especially on Steam, isn't as fun as it used to be. At one time, Phoenix Games was like the pits. It was the worst kind of game, and that made the games funny. Now, though, it's Phoenix Games are considered like average now on the scale of good, bad, dog shit, and Digital Homicide. There are companies worse than Digital Homicide, and the fact that that is a sentence that I just said says everything about how shit bad games are. It is not a good time to be in the so bad it's good crowd or the so bad it's bad crowd, because in all honesty, it's just so it makes you want to be sick now, because the bad games are not bad by accident anymore, or they are not bad for cynical reasons. They are bad because somebody wants to sell a bad game to people who like bad games, but do not want to put the effort in to make it funny bad. so bad it's good is an art form that can only really be created by accident. It has to have the right amount of heart and effort and attempt to make something good, even though it's not good because it's, you know, it was made by someone not very good at what they do. And something like The Room could not be made on purpose. Something like Birdemic 1 couldn't be made on purpose. You'd have to be of a certain mindset to accidentally make a game like on the quality level of something like Birdemic or and in truth, I just find it to be kind of sad now. There are some games on Steam which are so bad that they're good, and I hopefully will play some of them on the channel. Although, again, some things are trying to be so bad they're good, like Potato Thriller and A Dump in the Dark. They go for esoteric as their way of being noteworthy, and I think it doesn't exactly work because it's just trying too hard to be weird. And I think anybody or anything who tries too hard to be weird does not come across as weird, they just come across as desperate. I mean, I work with kids, I know all about people trying too hard to be esoteric and weird. And in truth, those kids never get a laugh out of anyone, or never get attention even out of anyone, because why would they? You know, they're just making noise for the sake of fucking noise. Okay, so I am stumped with this one. I'm not sure what exactly I'm missing, but we'll find it. Sure. Ah, there we go. There's an area. Oh, that what? Oh, yeah, it was. It was just delayed.
Hey, I'm the monster!
You sure are, Sonny. You're the amalgamation of the abominable snowman. Not the one from this, I mean the literal one. And that nightmare that I had when I was a child. My dad's watching Friends, apparently. He was asking about something. I didn't actually see where the fucking nerve appeared. Oh shit. I would cheat and use the stream, but I'm gonna have some form of integrity. I'm gonna go look for it. I'm gonna try and find it, because like Scooby-Doo now. Just gotta keep an eye open. It's usually in the first area, but not this time. Okay, I think it's probably somewhere in here. There it is!
Coming through!
Shit. Done that one. I'm a bit tired today, I don't know why. I stayed up a bit late because I thought Loz was coming. So I thought we'd be doing Game of Thrones. And as a result, I stayed up so that I could download the game as everyone went to sleep in the house. But they didn't go to sleep until 1. I kind of wanted to go to sleep as my girlfriend went to bed. And as a result, I had to stay up for like 2 hours more than I wanted to, so... I'm thinking of... I know that I said I'd do a curiosity's sake on Super Seducer 2. But in all honesty, looking at what Super Seducer 2 is going to be, it makes me wonder, like, maybe I should just do it as a cancer stream. Because I think, honestly, a curiosity's sake is going to be like 3 minutes long. I can tell. Because it's just the same shit as the original. It's not like it's going to be anything different. And I could always make a curiosity's sake out of it after cancer streaming it if I think there's more to say about it, but who knows? My mum was asking about whether or not I can stream games, and I had to explain what fair use was at like 1 o'clock in the morning, which is hard because fair use is a complicated thing at like this time of day when you're more awake. And have I done all 4 of these areas? Yes, I have. Okay. Yeah, so explaining it again at like 1 o'clock in the morning is not something I'd recommend. A lot of people don't know what fair use law is or think it's just something made up. It's actually something... It's a very real exemption from copyright that a lot of people want to pretend doesn't exist. Or wants to pretend that people who claim fair use are always wrong. And I have been wrong when claiming fair use, with 1 or 2 videos, Little Britain, and there are some instances when I have made a few things and I've been like, oh, okay, I guess that wasn't fair use because I used that song in the credits and it has nothing to do with anything, blah, blah, blah. Which, you know, it's because I take fair use law seriously instead of what these jackasses do, which is basically claim that, oh, if you're saying fair use, then that's some sort of pathetic attempt at a cop-out. And it's not. Fair use is a very real exemption from copyright law, and I wish copyright holders would go to some sort of copyright school, some sort of YouTube copyright school, like that condescending shit that YouTube gave out when, you know, people were starting to get a bit anal about the whole, you miserable shit. With the Happy Tree Friends episode. That video is dreadful, by the way. I might pick that apart on my show because it's awful. It doesn't explain diddly shit about copyright at all. And it also doesn't tell you what fair use is properly. it is the biggest load of bollocks I have ever seen. And I honestly think it's worse than no information at all. Because it just confuses you. And it's designed to make you afraid of making content that could have copyrighted material in it. Not because of it's keeping you safe, but it keeps the copyright holder safe. When actually people have the right to do it, it's just depending on how they do it and how they use it. You can make content under fair use law, and it's bullshit that even YouTube itself at one point was trying to scare people away from fair use and not knowing what it is. Fair use is very real, and people should be aware of it on both sides. But no, it's another case of just bullshit, basically. I mean, I can't say that copyright law as a thing is necessarily bullshit, because, you know, there was a time where anything went, and that wasn't good either. Like, you had Sherlock Holmes appearing in people's books who had nothing to do with anything. I understand the need for copyright law, but I also understand the need for fucking fair use law. I understand that there needs to be an equal amount of power on both sides, and there isn't. Because...
Ouch! That is not good.
I lost my first life in the game. Rather impressive. Oh shit. Oh, that was the last one, and I fucking hate it. Oh, you're supposed to use the stupid speed ramp, so they put an invisible wall there. What? That's not what I wanted. I just wanted to get the stupid blue medal thing. See, that doesn't work. See, it stops you. There's like an invisible wall that stops you from getting it, for some reason. Which is not good game design, by the way. That is dreadful fucking game design. And you should be ashamed. Ugh. My nose is runny for some reason. I haven't even got a cold or anything, my nose is runny. I hate it when that happens. Maybe I can sort of cheat. I think I've had an idea on how to cheat. No, it even defends against that. Maybe I should try and jump across there. Like, try my best. And then maybe there's, like, a way to just, like, jump back. I don't understand why they made this so fucking contrived. It doesn't even work. That's the hilarious thing. Like, it doesn't even work, and it could just work if they didn't mess about with it. Okay, I actually got closer there. No, it's not having any of it. It doesn't let you have any control when you're jumping either. That's That's part of the issue here. It doesn't give you any form of control whilst you are trying to jump, so you just fall. It sucks. There we go, got it.
Who's the monster?
Me, I did it all. You're a dick. So, that's one down. Oh, here we go. It's up there.
Booga 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 booga. I'm on fire!
Congratulations, you have completed a great game. Now go and rest our heroes. Let's try to stifle a yawn. Which makes me sound like a heavy breather on a cold.
Hey, I'm the monster.
There we go. You miserable sack of shit. Oh. Oh. Now can you get in there? No, you can't. Bro. So yeah, it's kind of interesting as well, because I was thinking about emulation the other day, because I was thinking, like, if I wanted to play that US import Monsters Inc. game, I'd probably have to emulate it this day, because it's like, getting an import US PS2 would be hard, because I can't find any on Amazon.co.uk, and if you like were to import a copy of the game as well, you are looking at a rather timely investment. Like, you're looking for something that would take a lot of time to find, quite a bit of money to find, not an extortionate amount, but quite a bit, and it's also not guaranteed you would get the products anyway if you're buying off eBay and stuff like that. And then you've got shit like you know, like import charges and stuff like that that can fuck right off. And as a result, it just doesn't seem worth buying the original version of it. So I think I would have to emulate it. And obviously with MU Paradise being gutted and lobotomized to the point where it's not even a service anymore, it's completely pointless. I think it is kind of bollocks, because Nintendo have done that because they don't want any, you know, they want to basically make it into a legal thing, and nobody else wants it to be one, so they've intimidated them out of it. I personally think that if I was Nintendo, I wouldn't pull shit like that. What I'd do is I'd say to them, you guys can do this, provided that I get a cut of what you're doing, and as part of it, I will assist you in any emulation related issues that you might have. Like, if you ever need the source code to a game or something, I would happily provide that for a lot of games that are past a certain age point. Maybe we can make your site into a subscription service or anything like that. Anything's better than what they're doing now. Make a deal with them. Buy them out. Don't destroy them. Because they are providing a service for your customers that you are not providing yourself. And that makes it so that you have two options. You can either disappoint your customers and tell them to fuck off, or you can be the good guy and work with these people to try and get some compromise that makes them happy, you happy, but most importantly, your customers happy. But the games industry doesn't believe in compromise. It doesn't believe in collaboration. It believes in being the Monopoly man. And the Monopoly man isn't you. If you want to be the Monopoly man, you are not the Monopoly man, and the Monopoly man always wins. He will be there when you are bankrupt and dead. And, you know, like, Sony, Microsoft, these are not companies that are going to be around in 50 years. You might think they will be, but no company thus far that I'm aware of has lasted that long, and can safely say, yes, we will always be here. There will be a point where they will die. There is always a point where a company must die. And as a result, the best thing you can do is make sure that that day doesn't come by keeping your customers as happy as humanly possible. And I just feel like no company, especially not Nintendo, is doing that. They're just like, oh, well, we're going to charge more money for our products. We're going to make them super rare. So that people who have absolutely nothing to do with us can charge a fucking fortune for them and extort you out of them, rather than release them ourselves because we're dicks. I can't find the stupid Switch. I've looked all over the place and I can't find it. And it's sort of driving me mad now. There's the switch. Do I have to jump up to it or something? But yeah, I just don't think that this whole we must crush emulation thing is making Nintendo look good, and I don't think it makes the games industry look good. I don't think any company looks good. Because if you're going to crush emulation because you're running a service just like it, then fine, do that. You know, they're stealing your business. But you cannot claim that you're having your business stolen if you do not have a fucking business. Which they don't. They are not re-releasing these games, and when they do, they are not doing it of the same quality or price range. They are out basically extorting their fans who like retro games. And that's bollocks. So, yeah, I fucking hate this anti-emulation era that we've currently entered. And I hope that... Personally, I hope it's the downfall of Nintendo at this point. I think it would be, well-deserved if it was. I don't say that lightly either. I know that a lot of people love Nintendo, but I personally just think that their behaviour in recent years is basically suicide. It's just stupid. And I don't think their fan loyalty is remotely deserved. In truth, I think that, you know, they could do a lot more for their fan base. They could... Orange, red, blue, green, There we go. Okay, I thought I did all three of those, but apparently I didn't. There's three of those, and I feel like that did something, but it didn't show me what it was, so I'll have a look now. I have to admit though, like, in most instances, my sympathies usually lie with the consumer. That's always been my issue, my whole life, and I don't think that's a remote bad thing. You know, poor companies are always going to say that they're not making enough money. The people who make GTA 5 and GTA Online are crying because they don't make enough money from their whales and dolphins. And honestly, they think of players as like cattle, and it's fucking gross. And I have no sympathy for them. I know that times are hard and that the CEO has to borrow a yacht from his dad, but come the fuck on. You can't say that you ever put the fucking customer first if you work for 2K. It's getting a bit heavier this than I thought, but, you know, I'm thinking more than doing these stupid puzzles. I can see now why as a kid I didn't like doing this, because it just got kind of annoying. I mean, to be fair, as logic puzzles, they're fine. They just take their sweet ass time, just like... I can't see shit, because of these bushes. If I save you some time, you mean it'll actually be doable? Because they're not doable if you haven't. Good. Right. That's that dead. So where's the last of them silver thingies? I'm guessing they're up there. Ow! Ow! Dick. There are a lot of PS2 and PS1 games that I haven't played since childhood that might be good for streaming. Especially this month whilst I'm doing my Stand Up to Cancer shite. Where is that last silver? Motherfucker. Can't find the last silver.
Dang it. Can't find the last silver.
It's depressing me now. You fucking arsehole!
Hey, I'm the monster!
I knew it'd be something like that. I hate this. Fucking... I've decided now I hate this game. 1 out of 10. Do not buy. Nah, it's alright. I'd say it's like... I remember people giving it like 4 out of 10. It's like, I'd give it a bit more than that. I'd give it like a 5 or something. 6 maybe, if I'm being very generous. I don't really do numerical scores because I just feel like I just don't like them. They've got a bad rap over the years because, you know, every kid ever just always gives everything a 10 out of 10. I actually made that joke myself on my Clipless review of Evil Within. And I think... I know that a few people might not have seen the point of the joke. Again, I feel like I'm going into being condescending. I'm basically just trying to say, the main focus of that was more, that's what people who want to abolish fair use laws and stuff, that's what they want reviews to be. They want an army of people who don't know what they're saying or talking about to give very vague and shitty things about their products and end up just praising them at the end of them. And I think that is a bad way for things to go. Just gonna have a look to see how long I'm gonna do this. 1 hour and 44. Shit, so that's just as long as yesterday's. So. Well, no, it's not actually, it's just short of yesterday's. I think I'll do all of the desert missions and then I will call it quits. And then I'll spend like half an hour doing the ice missions tomorrow, maybe. Or, nah, fuck it, let's do the lot. Let's do the lot today. We can do the lot today. I'm sure we can. It's only half an hour, isn't it? Extra. It's like 1/3 extra of the yesterday's video. It's fine, it's fine. Okay then. That's one thing that I would say against this game. The water is... I mean, it's well detailed and stuff, don't get me wrong, but the depth of it is so deceptive that it is kind of a crapshoot at times. Am I going to drown, or am I going to be able to navigate the water at shallow water? Because some stuff that looks like shallow water is actually just basically deathly. I don't know what the purpose of that is. Oh, I see, right. Okay. There we go.
Booga, 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 booga. Booga, 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 booga. Ow, ooh, ow, ow, ooh, ow. Booga, 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 booga.
Dead. Alright then, so we've got this tomb to navigate now. Don't think I managed to do all of it before. I do like that Mike and Sully have slight differences as to what they can and can't do, because it does make it so that they both have different advantages and disadvantages, and yet you can use both. I do like that as a thing, because you don't want it so that any will do, but you equally don't want it so that you're fucked if you've not picked the right one. So I think it's a pretty good idea, to be honest, to make it like that. Grrr. He's doing his Egyptian walk. I'm curious, like... Oh shit. No! Oh. Do they train them for this because they actually do go into sphinxes and sarcophagi and fucking act like sex offenders to children that they find in there?
Who's the monster?
There we go, that's the reassuring shit. Well, this one was a lot easier than the Oasis level.
I'm on fire!
Yes, I got the gold medal. I did say I wasn't going to get the golds, but you know what, fuck it. I mean, it adds a bit of time, doesn't it? So, besides, anyway, it would have been like half an hour long if I hadn't the stream, so fuck it. Let's get all the golds. Let's get all of the fucking golds. Let's do it, bitch ass. Spider-Mikey. Lost us the new Spider-Man game. Bit jelly of that, to be honest. Because I was hoping to play the new Spider-Man game, but I'm too busy with this. Not that that's much of a problem, I'll just play it later, it's fine. I'm going to play it next month with several other games I bought a while ago that I've not got around to. Next month's going to be a bit of a break month. Like, not a big break month, but like, I'm not going to feel as obligated to do as much. I'm going to save it all for Halloween, basically. Where I have an idea as to what I could do for a funny Halloween project. But I'll need plenty of time to put it together and everything, so. Here I am, Egypt. Pyramids, I should say. Wait, what was that? Was that one of them blue coins? I think it bloody was. Yep, it was, but I can't do shit all about it. So I decided to... Oh wow, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. I didn't actually look around this area very well, so maybe if I give this the same extensive look. Well, that was mean. Ah, shit! What sort of company training program is this where they throw fucking boulders at you?
Hey, I'm the monster!
This is only line in this thing. Do you want to save now? Yes. Yes, I do. So there we go, I got the silver in all of them. I've just got to get the gold, which will come right after the silver, and then I can just do the ice levels, and I've 100%ed this bitch. Which will be the first time, because I've never done that. Amazingly. I think I was about 7 when I played this game, and 11 when I played the game. I was either too young or too old for this game. And now I'm not either. This is the sweet spot that I've hit. 23. Honestly, this is a good one to play. I don't have anything against this game in comparison to some of the shit that I've had to put up with whilst making these. There's apparently a behind the scenes video, so I might watch that before I end the stream. Because I've never seen that before. There's the train. Choo choo. So that's the last of... Hold on. Was the pyramid the last one, or was there... Oh, what? Oh. I didn't get the gold on that one.
Hey, I'm the monster!
What the fuck? What the fuck? Good thing I checked. I could have ended this in tears going, why did I go wrong? That's exactly what I would have done. Anyway, let's try and find the nerve that... I think what I did was went on all the pyramid stages, and I must have not had the red and been like, oh, I'll come back to it later. So let's do them all. Well, I know it's not there, so... Now, I'm 99% sure that it's not on this one, but it's always good to check just in case. Okay. Stupid beetle. I think it'll be the last one, personally. Ow! Ah, shit. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I think it's stupid, whatever this is. Ow! Shit. There it is! Come here, you little shit. Did I get the gold medal? No. I didn't get the gold medal. What the shit?
Ouch!
Why didn't I get the gold medal? What did I do wrong?
Something's not right.
Fuck off, this is man's work. There's a little bastard up here. Alright, don't know what the hell that is. Well, maybe I should kill myself and try to find... No. I found a life, but not one of those nerve thingies, so... There! You miserable little shit! The fact that it's censored by a big wall makes me worried about what he's actually doing to that robot.
Coming through!
There we go. I could kill myself if I wanted. But nah, I'll go back the proper way. I should kill myself! Dead. There we go. Henry J. Waternoose. Okay, so still on air, still recording, and still everything else. Alright then. Let's do these. Sugar Shack. Oh yeah, that's the thing I need to do. There we go. Ouch! Ouch! Is it in the shack that I need to know? Jump in the chimney to get inside the cabin. What are those creepy ass clocks doing? Go away.
Booga, 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 booga!
Did see one of those slingshot thingies up there, so I think it's one of them. Right, miserable shit.
Who's the monster?
I'm not gonna bother saving because I'll have done it in a minute. There we go. Where'd the other douche go? Okay. There it is. Stupid snowman. Oh. It killed itself. Idiot robot. There. Idiot robot, come here. There we go. Gold medal on the first level. What? Why? Why did that happen? Oi, dick. What happened? Ah, fuck. Right, okay. Here we go. 3 more, and then I'm done.
the monster.
You must break the door on the other side to open the door. So I've gone through the whole stream without saying something racist. That's nice. I kind of feel obligated to do so, just so that, you know, I can meet the traditional quota, but I won't. I'll restrain myself, because as someone who is never racist, it's really hard not to be racist the second that there's streaming equipment in front of me. I don't know what it is about live streaming, but it really brings out the racist in me. It's weird. It sounds almost like I'm making that up, but no, it's... Yeah, I'm not very sympathetic towards people who say racist things whilst live streaming, and then they go back on it and like, oh no, it was a heat of a moment thing. It's like, no, you do that all the time, mate. You know, if you do it all the time, it's... I'm not going to say fair enough, because it's not fair enough, it's bullshit, but... You know, if you do it all the time, then I can at least understand that you do it in the privacy of your own home and then accidentally set it in public. But you can't then pretend, no, I don't ever do it. You do it. People who never do it don't do it by accident. Guaranteed. I mean, I've never said anything racist by accident. Especially not a racial slur as a result of being angry. I mean, I might have said the wrong thing at some point. I mean, everyone's done that, you know, like, you say the not exactly politically correct thing. Everyone does that. And that is a mistake. But saying a racial slur, no matter how angry you are, no matter the situation, is not a mistake by my books. That's something that you do so often that you do it as, like, a response, as just like a... you know, some sort of natural instinct. And that's bullshit. Now, I've seen what's down here, so I'm going to use the other door. See what's down there. Although, I personally think, though, that people who use such words aren't, like, always racist, to be honest. Like, it's a tough one, because I think it shouldn't be encouraged. There's no need to use the words. Unless it's for a specific context, like you're reading a book and it's set in a time where such language is used. Then yeah, I get, oh fuck's sake, I get that. But I don't get people who willingly use such words in this day and age. I just think it's stupid. You're best just not saying it, you know, it's just for your own benefit, so you don't end up having situations like that, where you could lose your job or something. Just because you can't think of a better word. It's not even a good insult either. Like, like, you know, they're not even good insults, racial and homophobic slurs. You're better off actually using words that mean idiot. Like a lot of 14-year-olds think they're doing when they say them, which they're not. They're actually just making themselves look a bit daft. But, you know, you could. There are some really good words that mean idiot that you could be using instead. Get like a dictionary and look it up. Look up a word that represents something that you feel represents the thing that you're insulting. Tends to be what I do when I look at insults. I mean, I don't like have an endless barrel of insults. I reuse them sometimes without even realising it. Ah, shit. Okay. It's fine. But yeah, I think like some things can come out of ignorance instead of hatred, and I don't really consider ignorance and hatred to be the exact same. I think that ignorance can cause hatred, but I don't think ignorance and hatred are, you know, the same thing as a lot of people think they are. Sometimes just not be aware that what you're doing is wrong, or the extent of what you're doing is wrong. As I said, there are a lot of 14-year-olds who use pretty bad terminology.
Hey, I'm the monster!
Because they believe that they've changed the meaning of the word, but the sad reality is you've only changed the meaning of the word inside your own head. I mean, I worked with a kid who did this, and I had to sit down and explain, like, you've only really changed the word inside your head, and anybody else is hearing that word, and even if you explain to them that, it doesn't sound good, because it only means that to you, so, you know, such is the way with these things. The older I've got, the more, I don't know, the more I'm against lynch mobbing somebody for saying something once or doing something twice. I had an incident where I kind of went, I had like a major like head cold thing, and my mind was just completely fogged, and I sort of reacted in a way that was just completely emotional, and I was thankful that my friend Johan stepped in and told me that what I was saying was wrong and everything, because, I mean, I know, if you would have asked me before or after, I would have said it was wrong, but I was just in this state of fog, and it really allowed me to see two things. One is how we respond if we only do the emotional thing, and we never think about what we're doing. And the second is that in an event, and on a day like that, I could have done like the polar opposite. Instead of turning into a very emotional, like, angry person who wanted to crush all forms of discrimination, whether the person was guilty or not, I could have turned into a babbling racist or anything at that day. Thankfully I didn't. But it made me realise, like, you could have a bad day where you say something wrong by complete accident, and that shouldn't affect you forever. I don't think it should. And I don't think lynch mob mentality is good at all. And I think that is part of the problem for me. When I was growing up, was my sort of no tolerance thing. It doesn't really breed tolerance. It actually just makes people more resistant. It creates a them and us thing, and you shouldn't, as hard as it can be. And there are some people who this doesn't apply to because they're just too far gone. You know, like people like Paul Golding and shit are never going to be able to live on a plane of reality where he and I can be eye to eye, where we can be real people with each other, because he's delusional. But, you know, there are some people, normal people, everyday people who you'll meet in all sorts of places. And really, you're not going to get anywhere in life by making enemies of them. I think one of the best things I did with several of my friends who started following Britain First was I led by example. And I didn't tell them personally not to do it because, you know, I respect their right to do that. If they think that Britain First talks sense, who am I to argue? All I can do is tell them why what they're saying is wrong and why what they're doing is wrong. So all I did was shared anything that Britain First did wrong. Anything that put them in a bad light. And out of 5 of them, like, I think 4 of them stopped following Britain First. Because, and I don't know if that was to do with me. I'd like to think that it was, because, you know, ego trip and all that. But no, I'd like to think that, because I don't know what else it could be. I'm not trying to be egotistical either. I genuinely just don't know what else could have influenced such a thing. But I believe that you can have a positive influence by being what you want people to be, what you want them to see in you. You know, you can make other people around you better that way. I kind of did that at work. It's not exactly the same, but there are some people who, you know, not... I don't know what the best word to describe it is. Because it wasn't like there was a problem with them, but I did notice a change in them, in attitudes, in everything, based on what I am, what I do. What they liked, what they said, they changed because I showed them there was another way, and I didn't intend to change anyone. That happened by accident. But, you know, you can have that effect on people, and it takes time. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. But honestly, it works a lot better. And it doesn't always work. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it works. But it can work. And when it works so much better than ostracizing people, scaring them, reverse discrimination, any of that shit. It works so much better. Because you've made the change. You've become the change. And I think that is a better way of doing things. And it's not easy. It's really not, and it doesn't work for everybody. But it's not about everybody. And it's not about you. It's about what can be achieved with what people. You can be a positive influence on anybody's life, but you have to show them why they want to change, what they could be. And I don't think I'm a great person. I think there are better people than me. But hopefully once they get to that point, they can look to somebody else who's better than me, and they can look at them and say, I want to be more like them, not that idiot. But I think, you know, like, one idiot's going to always be better than another on some level. And if you can get them to a higher level of idiocy, then that's better than no growth or progression at all. So, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, because I'm trying to make a point, but I'm trying also to play a game and not fall in ice water. This has required a lot more thinking than I thought it would, this streaming. I thought I'd just, like, half-arse it and just be all, you know. I've had a lot more to say than I originally thought, which is good, because I didn't want this to just be silence for 2 hours. Well, you know, I'm kind of used to doing this, because this is what my audio notes are like, actually. I can't write, not legibly anyway, not in a good way. So I talk whilst playing the game, and then I save my voice recording on the recording, and what I can do then is thanks to the Elgato's brilliant system, I can actually separate the two audio files, both the game's audio and my microphone. So I could actually edit this to make it a lot better if it wasn't live, but unfortunately I can't. It's live, so I can't do any editing. And I don't know how it sounds until I've, you know, put it out there and listened to it properly. Which is what I did last night. I often rewatch things that I put up. That's how I knew there was all them problems with the Shrek thing.
I'm the monster.
This is it, the last level. The Shrek video, I don't know what the shit happened to that. Like, the camera segments were all out of order. Like, they were all, like, weirdly synced to the point where it looked like a Godfrey Ho film. And the last bit was zoomed in, which there was a reason. I don't know what the reason was for that syncing crap. I don't know what happened there, because I fixed that just by reprocessing the video, and I don't know if that was a processing problem. But I don't think it was. I think I remember watching the video and it was fine, but it uploaded funny. I think it was because I stopped it processing at like 30% or something. Usually that doesn't damage the video, but I think it could have. And the other thing was... Oh, shit. And... what was I on about that? Oh yeah, the zooming thing. The zooming thing was kind of weird, because all my clips were the right resolution, but that one, and for some reason that one clip dragged the whole project down because it was slightly zoomed in. And all of the others were of a certain resolution, but that one wasn't. And Christ knows why. I don't know why, but it just ended up that way, which is kind of sucky, because I got more views on that one than I did anything else, and I got comments and all sorts of shit. And then I had to take it... well, I didn't take it down, I unlisted it. And then re-uploaded it, and it's already got 7 views, which is good for this channel. Yeah, it's got 7 people thought to click on it at some point. But I am thankful for the people who viewed the original. Surprised nobody mentioned its broken state, to be honest, but I am sorry for uploading it in that state. It wasn't intentional in the slightest. It was mostly because I was uploading at midnight, and I stayed up a bit later than I intended to make sure that it was uploaded 100% when I woke up. And it wasn't uploaded 100%, and I sort of rushed a lot of aspects of it in order to meet this, like, deadline and demand, and I shouldn't have done that. In all honesty though, I don't know if I'd ever do it again or not, because sometimes I'm working on a project like that, and I just want it done at that point, because all I'm doing is uploading and processing it, you know, like, I'm not... there's no more editing, nothing that requires skill or anything like that. It's just dragging it onto the internet and that's it. Done. End of story. And in truth, it's the easiest bit, but it is the bit where you can put through a lot of things if you're uploading late or something, and you just find yourself there we go, last couple of these anyway. I think I've got to kill one more after I get the silvers. And I'm done. Dead. Shit. What could this switch do? I don't know, you fucking tell me, you're the information box, dick. Two hours ago I was here, just like trying to get the bronze. Now I'm almost at the gold. Well, it's gonna follow me, innit? No, it didn't. That's nice. Oh. Shit! Dick! Sully, you're a dick. You fucked it up.
We are here today to once again congratulate James P. Sullivan and Michael Wazowski for their impressive completion of Level 2 of the Academy.
I got the silver medals!
I am honored to present you both with these silver medals to commemorate your achievement. Congratulations to you both.
Yeah! Oh. Wish I could watch that, but I can't. I'm sorry. That I actually hadn't unlocked that one. Oh no! It's kicked me out! I've got to do it all over again. Oh, you miserable shit, Waternoose! You're a bastard! An absolute fucking bastard! I'm not even sugarcoating it. You are a bastard! A bastard shithead!
I'm the monster.
Fuck! Bastard shithead. Right, now I've got to get the gold. And I don't know where the last one is. I'm guessing the little bastards around here somewhere. I'll find it. I'll make him pay. Or her, or it, or whoever voiced it. They were voiced by a girl actress and a boy actress, so I don't know. Could be either at this point. I don't really give a shit, I'm gonna murder it. Why do I care about what its bloody gender is? Die, Joey's penguin. Most of Joey's penguins are so stupid. Can't believe I got like 40 lives in this. And I don't have a life at all, or whatever people were going to add to that, because I know that some snarky bastard would say that. There he is! Little shit. Dead. Oh, that's what that does. I see. I can still move whilst the camera's going. Right, come here, you're not escaping this time. Cutscenes will not save you. And your stupid ice squaw, or whatever it isn't gonna save you either. Die, idiot robot. Die.
Coming through!
Fuck yeah! I've done it. 100%, bitch.
It is a rare thing when a monster truly exceeds the expectations of the Academy. Today I present to you James P. Sullivan and Michael Wazowski. Together they have accomplished what few before them have. Completion of the Academy, Level 3 training. The medals, please.
She's her original voice actor, that fish face.
Golden medals symbolize the highest level of accomplishment here at the Academy. Henceforth, you will be known as Top Scare Team, and will be entitled to all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations to you both.
All right! Ow! It doesn't have to be this way.
I have no choice.
You know what, this movie clip's spliced into it? It actually reminds me of, like, some sort of, Christopher Nolan movie, where he's going through the academy and it flashes forward. It doesn't have to be this way! I have no choice! I'm gonna have to kill you! Oh no! And then it cuts back to the academy, even though it doesn't make sense. It is, like, Christopher Nolan fucking directed this. So yeah, Fishface is her original voice actress. Pretty famous actually, but like on a low level. The little nerve people are doing little dances in the corner. Gerard Belair, the Fresh Prince of. Avi Winkler. I love that name. Jean-Philippe Dion. Why are these credit names so awesome? I could make a book and every character could have a name from this credit. Frederick Tardif. Marc Garant. Martin Debuer. Matthew Jensen. I didn't know my mate Shirley was in it. I don't actually know his second name. First name's like Matthew and it's not like that. So I think. Is it? I don't know. I'm shit with spelling anyway, so it might as well be for me. Buddha was a tester on this. Yoda was in it, a tester as well. T. Sohit. Okay, cool. Oh, these are the boring American names. Boo! Jog on, Luke Joswiak. There we go, Steve Buscemi. James Coburn was Waternoose. And this was one of his last games. Well, it was his last game. I don't think he was in many games though. I think it was like this and something else. But this was one of his last acting credits ever. Because he died like a year after this, so. Oh, I think it's repeating, is it? I can now apparently enjoy all the benefits of being a top student of the academy. Whatever that means. Well, I don't want to go to Hot Springs again, dick. I want to see what movies I've unlocked and shit. So they said there's benefits, but there aren't really, are there? Lying sacks of shit. Oh well, let's see. This is the movie theatre. Exit to Scare Island. It says this are behind the scenes. So it's here somewhere. Plus, go behind the scenes with a special making of featurette. In-game graphics, unique action sequences and character animations. Slideshow gallery of initial concept art. Go behind the scenes for the making of. But I don't see it. Not that I really give that much of a shit, but... Oh, so it's a lie then. It's a sweet lie. Holy shit, what the fuck? Hold on. This has the art cards in it. Oh, so that's what it meant by go behind the scenes. The behind the scenes is a booklet in the case. The slideshow are these stupid postcard thingies, which I thought were only available with the special edition, but no, they're in this case. Well, I guess they gave me what they said, but they didn't make it the way they said it was going to be. Jesus Christ, okay. So that's Monsters Inc. Scare Island. 100%ed it for your pleasure. That was a lot of fun, actually. So, yeah. People get impatient, I know. But yeah, that's pretty much all this game has. So, I guess I'll see you for the next game, which I don't know what it's going to be, but I think I'm probably going to go for something on the PS1. Probably. So, until then...